Before I get into today's episode of Paintings and Letters, I need to make this very clear. If I know you personally, don't just assume that you should take this personal, because it may not be about you. You're not going to be vain, thinking that this song is about you. And for those that this does apply to, I've been very careful to not mention names, dates, or locations. So there's no reason to feel singled out or exploited. But if you happen to take what a brother is about to say personal, keep it off my page and deal with it. This is the social media world of Jonah Art, which means it's my home. Now that I've gotten that out the way, let's get into it. Dear Ex-Lovers, Part 1. To the selfish lovers, your charm is not that convincing. You're not always transparent about your intentions. And the reason our problems were often left unresolved was because you never could see a problem. You could only see what you wanted. You successfully managed to get everything you wanted when you wanted it and how you wanted it. Unfortunately for you, not everything you wanted was good for you. I can only imagine that kind of life that you had to have lived prior to meeting me that made you such a bitch. I don't hate you. I don't even blame you. At least not anymore. Your intentions on being with me were selfish. You only saw what I could do for you rather than what we could have done for each other. Anything you ever did for me was done for the sake of ailing your own guilt or to debunk any suspicions of you being the selfish soul you truly were. And you know what? I forgive you. You taught me how to love myself. You taught me the importance of putting myself first to assure I never come last. You taught me that although others may not agree or understand my actions, that I must remain true to thyself. I thank you for teaching me that as a giver who likes to help others, that I must never forget to help myself. So thank you. To the scared lover, your reasons for locking yourself away from the world are 100% valid. I never wanted to rush you. I never wanted to lead you just to leave you. Losing someone is not easy. Taking the time and using your energy to build something beautiful with someone just to be abandoned is one of the most traumatic experiences a person can ever have. Your fear of falling in love to avoid pain is what ultimately hurt me. You never had to do anything you didn't want to do. You never had to be somebody that you weren't. The only thing you needed to do was breathe and allow me to breathe with you. I'm sorry for treating you as though you were a waste of my time. The reality is that I was impatient, broken, and on my way to becoming even more broken. Although I would have loved the chance to build a life with you, the right decision was made when you walked away. I just hope that you eventually learn to embrace not just the freedom to walk away, but I hope you embrace the freedom to stand still and allow someone worthy enough to stand with you. You showed me what being scared looks like. It's all your fault that I love courageously. I wish you strength, and above all that, I wish that you always have the peace and understanding that pain is not the only consequence of love. Healing is too. To the absent lover, You never told me where you were or where you were going. You were away from me even when you were next to me. I know you held many things inside, but what baffled me was that you never held me inside. I knew you enough to know that you never wanted to hurt me, but I didn't see you enough to know what you wanted. You were distracted. You were absent. You were busy. You were disinterested. You gave me nothing that felt worthy of believing. And it's not that I think you were a liar, but it's that nothing you said or did felt genuinely done out of love. Your conversation, your touch, your presence felt more transactional than natural. I don't know if that feeling of emptiness came before me or during me, but I hope it left after me. I hope you are living in the present and no longer are taking others for granted. Thankfully, our experience together taught me that I can't make a person who's blind see me no more than I can make someone who is deaf hear me. Never again will I be so desperate for companionship that I settle for a vibeless body just to keep me from being alone. You gave me the gift of self-awareness. Had I not been ignored and unattended to, I probably would have continued to take for granted the privilege of being seen. To the hurtful lover, I didn't deserve the scars you gave me. You had no right to cage me in with regret and uncertainty. You imprisoned me not only while we were together, but even after we departed from each other. I owe my anxiety, insecurities, and trauma all to you. You're the reason I sleep with a little light on every night. You're the reason I pay my rent months in advance from the fear of homelessness that I developed after being homeless, just to get away from you. You're the reason why I no longer find humor in addiction. You're the reason why I no longer find humor in love taps and playful name calling. You are also the reason I pray as hard as I do. It's not your fault. The foundation you were given to grow and learn was unstable and violent. Your abuse was only a reflection of the inner child within you that was still in need of healing. Despite the demons you battled constantly, I was always able to see the God in you, which is why it was easy to forgive and difficult to walk away. I hope you see in you what I always would see in you, even in the darkest hour of your most enraged moments. You made my skin thicker, my soul wiser, and my love even stronger. Because of you, I will never look at angry people as monsters. I'll see them for the hurt individuals that they are and be reminded to love them even harder, even when I have to walk away from them. I love you. To the great lover, we never stood a chance, but that wasn't your fault. You were ready and I was ill prepared. You had done the work and healed while I tried to stand alongside you, broken with no regard to my own wounds. I know you think you lost an amazing person when I walked away, but the reality, I was saving you. I never wanted to hurt you with my selfishness. I never wanted to force you to be the giver, the healer, and the warrior due to my lack of availability and lack of desire. You deserved someone who cared, and at the time, I didn't. Great people deserve great people. Don't let your good heart and passion for helping others ever lead you in harm's way. You are a magnet for needy and broken people, but don't you dare let people push you in that role of being everybody's savior. I want you to protect your mind, your body, your heart, and every inch of your soul. You're destined for greater things that go beyond silly coupling and marriage. I normally don't tell people what their purpose is, but it's clear you walk the path of wholeness. You're here to show the world that it's okay to love others as much as you love yourself, because you have to. You demonstrate patience, compassion, and understanding. You walk your talk and you never skip a beat. You can never be the evil villain because you're too damn good at being the hero. So thank you. Thank you for saving me, and forgive me for saving you. I know how much you were ready to love me, but I couldn't dare put you in that position. I hope you understand. Yours truly, your first, your last, your best, your worst, Jonathan Daniel Burns. I can't take it no more. I can't take it.